Hey, is anybody out there? I just thought I would jump on here and see if anybody wanted to join me for an impromptu live. I've not been able to do a video hardly all, well, I haven't been done any all weekend. We've been working really hard on our house stuff. So I'm just going to wait here a few minutes and see if anybody wants to join us. She looks awful serious into that camera, doesn't she? Does anybody want to join us? Anybody want to join us? I'm just gonna hop on here. Just gonna wait a minute and see. Talk to me if you're out there. I see I got one person popping up. Got two people popping up. Hey, Ren. How are you, my friend? Look, I made a rhyme. I'm on a roll today, apparently. What you been up to, girl? You been working hard? Allergies are bad. Oh yeah. Luckily we got a big rain here. Did y'all get rain over on your side? It rained and rained and rained all night till probably before we went to church this morning. So that helped a good bit, washed all the pollen down a bit. Yeah, I've been taking allergy medicine at nighttime just to try to keep my hives and all of my, crazy allergic reactions that we don't know what causes them. I think it's stress, to a minimum. So I've been taking not Benadryl because I only take Benadryl when I'm having an allergic reaction, but it's kind of like it's the Walmart brand of like um, not not Sudafed, but I don't know what's the stuff you give to your kids every day. I can't think of what its name of it is. Anyway, yeah, it's cold here. It's supposed to get like 40 this tonight. Yep, that's why I put look at Miss Grumpy Pants. Look at that face. Look at that grumpy face. She's tired. But I went ahead and changed her and put her in this cute little velour outfit. And Clarendon. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Is Clarendon. Yeah, it's the Walmart brand of Clarendon. And it helps a good bit. But yep, I just thought I would come out here. Well, I came out here to get something. I don't remember what. Who knows? And came to visit my babies that have been out here for a few minutes. Or for a few days actually, because I don't want to bring them back in yet because I'm going to bring more out here. And the house with all the construction dust, I've got most of them covered up with like bags, just like slipped over them. Like the really thin white like trash can liners that like you put that are on the roll, the little thin ones. So I use those because we have a bunch of them. So I use those to cover up, especially their hair and everything, because I don't want it to get all the sheetrock dust and everything on them. And I really want to get out here and make room for them to have a place to sit, not just have them piled up here. So Grumpy, she doesn't look possessed. Oh, these aren't any of our nice people. These are people from that are not in the dog group, so I don't know why they're on my live. If you don't like realistic dolls and you're not an adult dog collector, why are you even here? Anyway, it don't matter. Y'all are allowed to your opinions all you want to. I don't care. I got a pretty thick skin. It doesn't matter to me what you think because you're not even in our community. You just came on just to have something mean to say. Nobody says anything when grown men collect model trains, and they don't say anything when people dress up and go to Comic Con. They don't say anything. For some reason, the reborn doll community just really sends people to a place, and I don't know why. Because if it's not your thing, then keep on a trucking. I don't go watch stuff that I'm not interested in just to have something snarky to say. I don't care about the trolls. I don't care. The more they talk, the more, you know what I mean? The more YouTube promotes my channel. I don't even care because there's not really anything they can say. You know, they can say creepy. Creepy to me just means they look so realistic that it fools people, and it is kind of shocking sometimes. I used to get offended. I don't get offended anymore because I don't care. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know, at least I don't go to other people's channels just to hurt their feelings and then go make content for my own channel to benefit off of being a terrible, horrible person like some other people that have been harassing the community lately. Yeah, I mean, my son's not real thrilled about them, but he understands why I like them. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to go on an outing with them. He don't want me to be. He doesn't like do anything with them. I mean, even my teenage daughter, but my little girl likes them. You know, but they understand why I do it, and it's the art. It started out as the art. It started out as my now 17-year-old when she was a little bitty girl. We ran across these dolls, and she wanted one, and I couldn't afford to do it. I couldn't afford to buy one, so I learned how to paint them, and then I started painting them and selling them to to help our income because at that time I was a widowed mother of three, and so I needed every penny I could get, and it really did help us. And then we got to like them, and it's just it is what it is. Either you like them or you don't. Nobody's gonna make you watch. I say the same thing to people in the when you're out and about. I rarely get a bad reaction from anybody when I take them out because I do take them out and about once in a while. Um, and to hand out business cards and whatever. Here, let's put it over this way. Give a different view of some people. But yeah, so I don't I but I mean I rarely I mean maybe of all the times that I've been at doll shows or I mean, not doll shows, but been at like the festivals thing and we've taken a baby out, the only time that anybody has said something ugly was when they got fooled because their wives would come get the baby and come run over there, especially when you have like a little sleeping one, and they'll come running over there to their husbands and go, "Look at this baby." And he'll want to come over there and see it, and then he's talking to it, and then he realizes it's a doll. That's the only time, and that's not the doll's fault. That's just that he feels pranked. Oh no, girl, my house construction is probably going to be another couple of weeks, honestly. But we are moving along. We are moving right on along. We went and looked at kind of at cabinet styles that we want, but Home Depot's crazy for the amount of money they want for their stuff. I'm gonna look around a few places, but we got the floor in the front room almost done. We got to leave a space because we got to get in there and fix the ductwork, and then we are going to flip my kitchen. So we got the kitchen pretty much tore up, but they've got to do the floor in there too. So we're kind of getting the front room, everything we got to get done in there as far as construction wise, not like flooring and paint and all that, but we are, they're running new wiring. We found out when we took all the sheetrock down on the outside walls in there. There's no insulation in our house. Good to know, huh? So, gee, I wonder why it's so expensive to run the air conditioner in the summertime. huh. So we put up new installation. The bad thing is, you got to spend all this money on stuff that you don't get to see. It's not the pretty fun stuff. It's the fix what was messed up stuff. But I'm just thankful that we're getting it done. And we made it. We opened up the kitchen wall to the front room, and we're gonna open up the other kitchen wall to the living room, so it'll be a nice open area. Gonna put some barn doors to the front room, to the kitchen, because my daughter wants that for a bedroom for now, because she's rotten. And but I'm gonna get the kind that have the frosted glass, so we can still get the nice light from the front, because that's one of my favorite rooms is that front room because of this big picture window. But I promise I'm gonna start on your baby this week, even if I can only do it a couple of hours a day in between all this hoopla. I'm gonna start on your baby this week, and I gotta start on Jenny's baby this week too. But I've just been out of my tree up until now. I've kind of come to terms with it. But it was a lot. It was just moving stuff, just to move stuff, to put it in a box, to put it over here, to move it back over there, to get it out of the way for over here. It's been a lot of that kind of stuff, but we'll get her done, and then she'll be glorious. I can't wait. I cannot wait. You will have to come over when it's all finished. Come over for supper or something. I know, but I hate that it's been this long. I usually don't have this kind of a turnaround time, but I didn't know my house was gonna fall in the process. So there is that. All right. Well, I promise I'm gonna try to get him started at least. I'm gonna at least try to get him started. I've got to get my area back here set back up because I've been like shoveling stuff that because I was painting in the house. So I'm trying to get all my reborn stuff out here so that it doesn't get dust in it and all that. So it's all just kind of put up in the front, just kind of where I could find a spot. So I've got to get in there and organize it. But then after that, I should be able to start. Did you see the reborns that I was making for herself? I did. I did. But I can't buy anything because I want to go to the doll show. I got to have a little bit of money. I probably won't be. I doubt, unless I come across one heck of a deal, I'll buy a doll at the doll show. Although I'll probably want a lot of them. Oh, you did? Is it a secret? Have you already done a box opening? I haven't watched any videos. We were at church today, and we had lunch at church. Then we had a business meeting at church, and then we went to Home Depot. And then I came home and started doing a little bit of cleaning and um, put a roast in the crock pot and all that kind of stuff. And we just ate supper a little while ago. And we came out here to feed all the critters, feed the goats and the chickens and collect eggs. And so Terry went back in the house, and I was like, I'm gonna run in here real quick. And then of course I get in here and I don't want to leave because it's my playroom and there's no construction going. It's packed and it's got a lot of stuff to be done, but it's nothing like inside the house. Secret, not delivered. Oh, okay, yeah, not delivered yet. Should arrive tomorrow. I have been nesting for him. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I got a baby coming too, but it's a gift. So I didn't spend any Dolly dollars on it. I'm gonna have a few dolls for sale out of my collection. So if anybody's interested, I've got my 7 month June awake. I'm going to probably put her up for sale. I've got my Nicole by Natalie Blick, um, child size doll. She's up for sale, and I thought I had a buyer, but I haven't heard anything, and I haven't gotten any kind of PayPal deposit. So I know things come up, but you got to communicate. And then I'm thinking, now I'm not positive on this one because I'm really struggling, but I'm thinking about selling my Authentic Zoe by Natalie Blick just because I don't really do much with her anymore. If any of those, which ones are yours that I have my eye on. So We'll work out something, sister, if you're wanting to wheel and deal. I've got kits. I've got so many kits right now. I've probably got 40 kits to paint. No kidding. Because I have been buying them from that friend of mine that was selling them so cheap because she got them from her mom had like hundreds of kits and she was selling them dirt cheap. Um, so far it's going to be my Natalie Blick toddler Nicole the girl. Um, it'll probably be and it's going to be my 7 month June the blonde haired one and she's rooted and she's been in my collection so she hasn't been messed with too. I brought her to the only outing she's been on is when we met up at the flea market. Remember that crazy meetup? That June. That's the one I was gonna put her up for sale, and possibly my Dolly. I mean, it's a shame, but we just can't keep them all. You know what I mean? You got to make room. And there's other ones down the pike. Like I said, I've got a bunch of kits. Some of them are mine to keep, and then I've got a bunch that I'm gonna paint to sell. So, and I got them at such a good price, I'll be able to pass that savings along because I'm not a price gouger. You know what I mean? I just want them to, I just want to make a little bit of money to help things along, especially some of the things I want for my new kitchen. Um, that money would help. I've even thought about selling my Don Bowie silicone blank, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. There's a few that'll never go anywhere. Spencer will never go anywhere. My Ariana will probably never go anywhere. Sharia, she'll probably never go anywhere. Um, most of my Ping Lao kits are probably not going anywhere because we are so attached. I am, and so is Terry. There's some that he was like, I've even painted some to sell, and he won't let me sell them. So there's that. But I do have another Mila kit that I could do as a custom and or paint it, go ahead and paint it and sell it. I bought it back when she lost her copyrights, and I was afraid if something happened to something of Spencer, I wouldn't be able to fix him. I can't hardly sign him, but giving them away makes me feel okay about it. Yeah, I've got some that I'm going to be giving away too. Like I've got a pickle that I'm probably going to either give away or sell really super cheap because those dolls I they either showed up here or somebody sent them to me. Um, well, actually, the one that I'm thinking about parting with is one that I ordered and then I redid it. It was just a blank, or it was not a blank. It was pre painted, but I painted over it just to see what they were like because I had never seen one. And he's cute. He's really cute, but I don't do. I just move him from place to place. He's kind of always in the way. Really, your pickles? Yeah. I've got a couple of pickles. Like I said, Julie sent me the one that's got the kind of darker reddish kind of skin tone, and I'm probably just gonna hang on to that one because you can't get it anymore. And it was a gift, you know. One of them showed up here. I don't know how. Kind of like Lottie did, like Lottie, what a month or two ago, that just showed up here. I don't know. I didn't order it. I didn't pay for it. I have checked every single website where she would be from because I rarely order manufactured dolls unless it's for like a little bitty girl that isn't gonna take care of. You know what I mean? It's not ready for a hand painted doll. And then I just, like Sarah's got a couple. I think she's got Yannick, and she's got a Maddie that I got for like nothing, and I painted I painted over her. And what else does she have? She's got the deer babies from Bountiful Baby, and she's got, oh, and then I bought some of those McPherson's kits that you can, the mix and match ones where they were a surprise thing, and I let her pick her limbs and what baby head she wanted. I ordered three, and so she got to pick the body, the what kind of limbs she wanted, and what baby she wanted, the baby head. And she's got that one. She loves him. She made him a boy. I think his name is William. I don't know. It changes from time to time because she's 9. But she was really tickled. Do you have a Netflix? Yes, I have Netflix. But I also have 18-inch dolls that I'm going to be selling a lot of those, because remember I was going to start customizing those and all that, and I'm just not going to have time because I really want to start painting silicone. And I'm hoping that I can have my silicone Gus elf painted by the time I go to the doll show, but we'll see, because I don't want it to be one of the first ones that I do. I need to at least paint one before I do that one. There's a new movie. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to see if I get time to watch it. If I get too still, I'll go right to sleep. Like this being able to chit chat, I'm doing good. Or if I'm like junk journaling, thank you very much for getting me hooked on that as well, Missy. I have been doing little junk journals just to kind of decompress, like just finding things and making things. And I really like doing the ones from scratch. I haven't gotten the sewing machine all that out yet because, like I said, I don't have a space in there to do it. I need to make a little space in here to bring my sewing machine and stuff. But yeah, I'm a junk journal and picking up pool like Five Below and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I'm all over it. I love my junk journal you made me for my birthday. I'm trying to do just a few made up just for, like, I've got all the stuff from Valentine's Day and some of the stuff from our meetup at Valentine's Day that I want to do. I mean, there's so many ideas that I want to do, and I want to do an Alice in Wonderland one. I found a vintage Alice in Wonderland book. But some of the books, when I find them and they're like they're vintage and whatever, I have a hard time junk journaling them, even though no, even though they're at, ready to be thrown away. I think I got it for 25 cents at a thrift store. I made a coffee themed one for Becca at Becca's Happy Place. Oh, that's cool. I have a new coffee love, and it's all Julie's fault. Tim Horton coffee, and the only place up here, as you know, because selection is limited, sells it is at Publix. And I love me some Tim Horton coffee. Like when I have to drink other coffee, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. Yeah, it's a lot. I really like it, and I want to do more. And like Terry was cleaning out his closet, and he has all these long sleeve denim shirts. And I'm gonna keep one or two for me just to have one of those that you can like throw on, like you got a t-shirt on, but you're a little chilly. But I think I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna make a cover, use that to make junk journal covers and bindings and stuff on some of them. I really want to learn to sew too and crochet while I'm at it because I don't have enough things going on. I'm working on a Western journal now with horses, cowboys. Yeah, I want to make one for Terry. He used to ride in the rodeo, and I've been collecting little bits and pieces of rodeo and Western kind of stuff. And the denim would be good for that too. And I'd like to do a hunting one for him too because he likes to go deer hunting. Just for him, just to kind of jot down. I mean, not that he sits down and writes things down, but just to keep little bits and like a almost more like a scrapbook than a journal because I don't think he's gonna really journal. Um, but to keep little trinkets or snippets of things, maybe. Yeah, he used to. I mean, we try to go to the rodeo at least once a year. We try to go to the rodeo when it comes up here. There's several around occasionally, and he loves it, and so does Pierce. Pierce is a. I mean, I hit the whole Carter's line for him with pajamas and the shirts. Like he's got one. He likes the bucking bulls, and so I found him a shirt that or the bucking horses. I'm sorry, not bucking bulls. There's the thing. It's got a cowboy on a bucking horse, and it says "My ride's here." It's really cute. Yeah, he loves it. He loves anything to do with rodeo, camouflage, you know, any of that stuff. Pierce does still. Yeah, we had to get rid of a couple of our roosters a few years ago because he kept roping them. Pierce did because he's known how to tie um what's it called, a lasso style rope since he was 4. He's 10 now. Yep. So every time they come in, for their weekends or whatever, I'm like, no roping any animals. Don't make me have to go hide every string in this house because the boy loves him something he can tie things with. I don't know what it is, but he loves it. Loves it, loves it. But yeah, I like the rodeo too. Um, I don't like it when I see them using a hot stick or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like when you go to the auction. I hate going to the auctions because some of those old boys over there are just hot stick crazy and they're just popping all these animals with that shock stick, and that's nice. They're doing what they're supposed to. They can only fit so many in there. People are mean, especially to cows for some reason. And while yes, a cow can hurt you, but if you raise them, you know what I mean, and you're kind to them, they turn into dogs, just like my goats are. Beep Beep thinks she's a goat. Thinks she's a dog. She got out. Was it yesterday or the day before? She was outside, and I was like, the dog and the cocker spaniel just barking her head off, and like she usually does anyway. And I was like, what is she barking at? And the goat was out, and the goat kept trying to pop her in the head, because she kept jumping at her. But she followed me around everywhere. She lost her bell off of her new necklace. I bought her collar, so Terry found it in her stall tonight. I was like, oh good, because I thought it was out in the yard somewhere. I looked, I didn't see it in there. She's a mess. I really would like to have if things weren't so crazy, maybe next spring we can get us another bottle baby goat where they don't have to live inside for 8 weeks. That wasn't fun, but you know, to have them where you come out and feed them and everything. And I used to take her to the farmers market here during the summertime, and when she was still little, and she would just follow. I didn't have to like put her on a leash or a harness or anything. She just followed me around everywhere. You just have to keep her from going and nibble on everybody's goods. She's like, rope. I like rope. Oh, look, is that wicker? She's a big girl now. I mean, she's still a Nigerian dwarf, but she's compared to how she was. She's a big girl now. I guess the trolls left. They didn't get what they came for, huh? Hmm. I mean, just how rude. People don't have any manners anymore. Oh, I don't have a sheep. I might want one of those. Have a little lamb, but see, I can't. It won't be anything that can be harvested. Maybe if I could get one to breed it, because I don't want to do that. I haven't ever had a lamb before. I don't know what to do. What I really want is an Angora goat so that I can get mohair. That's what I really want. Oh wow, 6 sheep. Look at my little Zara. Isn't she cute? She's over there. I found that little set. It's got the old fashioned washing machine, an ironing board, a clothes rack, and a wicker basket at Once Upon a Child. And it's for the 18-inch dolls, and I got it all for $12. So, I want to do that diorama kind of thing, and I had never seen that set before. And it's got the little iron too, and the irons are actually metal. It's not even plastic. But I think that Zara, which is the Casey sculpt by Monica Levenig, I think, or maybe it's Monica Peterlight. I'm not sure. I'd look on the back of her neck, but I think she looks like Addie Walker from American Girl as a toddler. She was a little 2.5, 3-year old toddler girl. I think she looks like Addie Walker. And so I'm gonna get her an Well, I've got Addie, but I'm gonna get her another one that's like in play condition, so it looks like that it's her baby. And try to get them matching little dresses. I think that would be super cute. Oh, okay. Special kind of sheep. Cool. Yeah, God does look a little ticked off tonight. It's just the angle that she was standing in. That's all. See, people are being mean, aren't they? Saying I don't even need my eyelashes. Mama needs to give me some eyelashes. I finally found them. I knew I had the perfect set for her. I just couldn't find them because all my stuff is askew, if you will. And I really wanted thicker ones, not so that I didn't have to root them. That and I need to trim her hair. She needs her first haircut and get all this unevenness out. And I need to trim her bangs a little bit more. So everything's just been crazy. But she's one of those dolls that, depending on which way you look at her, depends on that will say what kind of mood she's in. Now, why Bountiful Baby makes their toddlers so serious, I don't know. Excuse me. I wish they didn't. I wish she'd have a big old smile on her face. But I think once she gets lashes on there, and I think I'm going to do a little bit of color correction on her cheeks. They're a little darker than I wanted them to be. I think she will be perfection. I need to put a little bit more. I need to do her nails. I didn't do her nail beds. I was in such a hurry to get her done because I wanted to see her, and I wanted to take her to the pageant with, because this is supposed to be little mini her, and so we wanted to take her to the pageant with us. And then we ended up getting her, but we didn't get her out because it was just crazy in there. Is anybody else out there? I think we're down to one, which is Ren. My faithful friend Ren. She always catches my lives. Yep, I can't wait till we get to 1,000. I can do a giveaway. Oh, I also have the Grinch. Do you remember the Grinch baby that I did out of the Harlow kit from Bountiful Baby? I think I'm going to sell her. Oh, that's okay. Oh, they don't have to be sheared? Wow, that's cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to go out to the Gypsy Wagon tomorrow and see what kits I have out there. I know I have a clown, but that was just a play thing I did. I didn't really paint it to sell. I don't even know if anybody'd want it. I need to put the sealer on it, and it'll take the shine down because I did it with whatever. I did it years ago because I was just being silly when those clowns from Bountiful Baby first came out. I've got two more of the kits. We have a jingle kit. Which one is jingle? The elf? Oh, I know which one you mean. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The Grinch one, right? This is one I just, before they came out with the Grinch one. And Harlow makes a good one. I've got another Harlow too as well that's blank. And I've got one that I painted, but I've got to do, she has a paint rubs on her toes. I don't even know why, other than I was having a hard time with the matte varnish that time. Sometimes it just happens that way. I think that was back when they were changing all the varnish and you couldn't get Genesis. They had to get the new stuff and oh, bleh. That was stressful. It came from Enchanted Creators. Oh yeah, that's where I got my elephant from. Was Enchanted Creations. Oh, okay. But I might just sell off all these little extras I've held on to. And I know I've got it's either Elizabeth or Kimberly Bountiful Baby kit that I need to just add a little bit more detail to like their hands and whatever. It was one of those that I was trying to get enough kits to do a craft show. And so I didn't do as much detail on her, but I had her marked down a little bit. But I did go back and paint her hair in the last few months, but I do need to do her hands. I noticed the other day that they needed a little more color on them, but I might turn around and sell her for a couple of $100. So yeah, I need to get them all together and then line up all of the 18-inch dolls and see who wants what. I mean, I don't even know as far as our generation. I know there's some that are worth more than others, and some you can't get anymore. But I don't know enough about them to even know. I'd have to really get somebody to tell me who's what and when and how. There's like one or two of those I'm gonna keep, and then I've got a few of the historical uh, American Girl that I'm gonna keep because I'm gonna put them back for my grandgirls, and then I have my Maple Leaf Inuit girl, Stila, And so I'm going to keep her because I got her because, you know, Julie lives in Canada and her oldest little granddaughter is Inuit. And it's kind of a nod to her. And then I've got like a Fancy Nancy, and it was Sarah's, and so she doesn't play with it anymore. So I'm going to probably keep that, and I've got the first one that Aaliyah got for when she was 6. Then it's just the Walmart one, but she loved her. Her name she named her May, so I'll always keep her because May went a lot of places with us. But the rest of them I'm gonna probably sell. I've got Sage and got 2 Kirsten, so I'm gonna keep one of those because I think I have one that's a tinsel that's got the tinsel hair. So I don't know, but I have a lot of extras, and I've got some that are in TLC condition that I've gotten off of Marketplace that I was going to, like I said, was going to customize, but I just haven't had a chance. You don't have any 18-inch dolls? Well, I can just hook you right straight up. I don't have room. I don't have room for any 18. Well, see, the bad thing about the 18-inch dolls is they have all the cool little stuff you can get everywhere. And if you're me, you hear the goat hitting the wall. If you're like me and you like miniature stuff, so if they'd have had these dolls when I was growing up, my mama would have been in so much trouble because I would have been all over it. All over it. So, but I am gonna. I've got one of these big, huge wooden boxes, crates, whatever they're called, that we got from Bakehart from Terry's job, and they were getting rid of them, so they let us go back there and get one. And so I'm gonna turn it on its side and put a board in the middle, so it makes an upstairs downstairs, and I'm gonna make a like a bedroom scene and like a whatever scene, just so that to put all of their stuff. I'm really because I got a Courtney, so I really want to do Courtney's bedroom because she's from 1986, and that's when I graduated high school. So I'm not gonna do it like the stuff that they sell for her, although I do have some of it. I'm gonna do it in the stuff that was popular when I was a teenager. So she's gonna be like a tween. But I love all of her bouncing beautiful hair. So because we didn't have loft beds in 1986. That wasn't a popular thing. Everybody had canopy beds or day beds, pretty much. And so I have a day bed for her little room. I got a little desk, and I've got some Ziggy stuff. I'm gonna download some like ET stuff, Footloose. That's what they should have done because that's what was really popular from like 84, 85, 86. And I talked to them. Honestly, I did talk to them, some of the people, and I said, I know these are supposed to be like 8 or 9 year old little girls, and they were into Care Bear. I mean, Care Bears were popular, but they weren't as popular for what I remember anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna try to download and print out the stuff that I really like that brings back the memories for me. Yeah, because Strawberry Shortcake was too young for me. That was 10 years younger than me. So I graduated when I was 17. So that would have been like, for like 7, 8 year olds. My little cousins were playing with Strawberry Shortcake. And so I did have some Strawberry Shortcake little doodahs here and there, but it wasn't a thing that we would have worn. I had a couple of the little dolls and stuff just because it smelled like strawberries and I got them as a gift. But, I've got a little miniature ET that came on the side of some cereal, I think, or macaroni and cheese. I was in an antique store and they had a bunch of them and they were still in the box and it has a little miniature ET little figure. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's going in there because ET was a big deal. That was something we went and saw 100,000 times. So I'd like to get one of the little small record players too to put in there, and then make album covers of who I liked. You know, like I still have an album. I still have the Purple Rain album in there. Actually, I bought it when it came out for its whatever anniversary, and so I could like scan that one and then print it out and put it on the cardboard kind of thing. Make a little album. Make it about little wooden crates you get at the Dollar Tree like we used to do, or you got Turtles records and tapes, and you got the wooden crates, and that's where you put your albums in. I had like 4 or 5 crates full of uh, albums, big ones. That would be really cute. See, I could just go crazy with it. Like I have all this time to be doing that, but that is something I really like to do, and I'm gonna put it out here. But anyway, that that handmade or that hand cranked little washing machine, I thought would be cute with my historical dolls because I have Molly, Kirsten, Addie, Samantha, and Sage. So, but I'm gonna put Sage up for sale. Not for much, 40 bucks with clothes on. Because lots of places, lots of people sell them, and they don't include their outfit, which I think is kind of. Although I realize American Girl stuff holds their value, and their clothes are stupid expensive, but still. Oh, cool. We need to find somebody that's got a 3D printer. I'd love to have a 3D printer. That'd be something else I'd be obsessed with. They could actually make the little plastic or the little vinyl records. Would that be cute? But yeah. Well, girl, I think I'm gonna head on into the house and uh go see what the Hubs is up to. I don't know who else is on. I see there's somebody else, but they haven't said hello. So I don't know who else is watching, but whoever you are, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And thank you for always chiming in with me, Ren. Okay, I will. I will definitely. If I don't get to it tonight, I'll try to watch it tomorrow when I'm doing all my doings. You have a good night, my friend. I love you. Alrighty. Well, thank you for whoever's watching and whoever watches this later. I really do appreciate it. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed and you want to be part of the doll community, not to be ugly. But yeah, and always be kind, y'all. There's no reason to cut anybody else down because of what they like to do, for heaven's sakes almighty. But we love you very, very much. And as always, strap in for Spencer.